If you need more than that, please feel free to take more than that. So before we get started, we're just going to warm up. Going to do our movement prep. So let's start in our half kneeling position with our right foot forward. We're going to stack our ear over our shoulder, shoulder over our hip. Then we're going to squeeze our glutes. By squeezing our glute, we're allowing our hip flexors to stretch. Then let's just do some rocks forward through your breath and then back to the top. Inhale, rock it forward and back. One more time, let's rock it forward. Let's hold it here and reach that left arm up to deepen that stretch a little bit more and add to that lateral trunk. Good, come on, back to the top. Take that same left arm on the outside of that right leg. Right palm is up. Inhale, exhale, and go ahead and open it up, looking over that right shoulder. Inhale, close. If you want, you can row it and then reach it. Maybe you can do a combination of both of the movements if you want. Good, and let's switch sides. Stack up, squeeze a glute under, allowing that right hip to stretch, and go ahead and drop that hip forward, and then back, moving through your own breath. And back. This last one, we're going to reach that right arm up. Good. Take that same right arm on the outside of that left thigh. Left palm is up. Inhale, then exhale. Rotating through that spine. Come on back. Open it up again through your breath. Again, having the option to do a lengthened arm or with a bent elbow. Good, and come on down. We're going to come on to all fours. Let's do our cat-cow. Inhale, push the pelvic back, gaze up, squeeze the backbones together. Then exhale, round up nice and tall through the upper back. Inhale, push it back. Trying to keep your shoulder over your wrist. Exhale and round it. One more time, push it back. Exhale and round. Good, we're going to move into one last stretch. So go ahead and extend that right leg out to the side. So you're stretching out those adductor, those inner thigh muscles. And then we're going to rock the hips back towards our heel. We're going to hang out back here for a moment. We're going to take the right arm and we're going to thread it underneath the left arm, reaching our right ear down towards the floor, gazing up at the ceiling. And then we're going to rock out of it. Inhale, exhale, rock back, thread it under. Trying to keep tension on that inner thigh as you rotate through that spine. So keeping those hips locked in place. One more time. Inhale. Exhale and thread. Then we're going to switch sides. Left leg is out this time. Plant that leg down. Let's rock it back. Left hand reaches under you with the palm up. Left ear reaches down to the floor, while that right ear reaches up to the ceiling. Inhale, rock forward. Rock back with a thread. Oh, feels so good. One more time. Rock forward and back. All right. All right, guys. Let's get on the floor. If you want, you can grab some bands or grab a band, thread it around a stable surface. You can also add a little bit of weight onto the hips because we're moving into our glute bridges. All right. So I'm going to get my timer started. We're going to start our lifts up nice and slow for 2, then down for 1. So we're going to have some various paces within this minute. Okay, again, if you're going to use a band, you're going to strap it over your head. All right. And you're going to lock it in place. All right, let's get started, team. 5-second countdown. My phone rotates on me, certain positions. Sorry about that. All right, here we go. So nice and slow. Feet are outside or in line with your hips. and you're peeling those glutes up off the floor. Nice and slow, so we're moving up for 2 and down for 2. Remember, you don't need to add any resistance to this. Just move through the movements. So with the bands being overhead, it increases or engages more of my core muscles as I'm doing this. Up for 2, slow squeezing down. Up for 2, down. We're going to move into some singles, up and down. Squeeze the glutes and drop. Squeeze the glutes and drop. And don't forget to breathe. If you want, play around with your foot stance. Maybe you'll lift your toes up. Good. We're going to keep it up and we're going to hold those glutes. I'm going to let go of my band here. And we're squeezing those glutes, so we're in an isometric hold. We already got a minute down, so feel free to rest when you want to rest. All right, from here, plant those hands down. You're still squeezing those glutes up nice and high. You're going to lift the right leg up off the ground. Set it down. Lift the left leg up. Set it down with control. Trying to keep that back nice and stable as you lift one leg up at a time. Keeping those hips high and breathing. Gonna do 4 more here. 3, still squeezing those glutes. 2, and 1. Single down and up. So hips drop and then quickly squeeze it up. Drop, squeeze it up. All right, team, we're on our last minute. If you need to rest, feel free to rest. We're going to slow it down. Up for 2, up, 2, down, 2, up, 2, down, 2, up, squeeze those glutes, down, 2, up, 2, down. Let's hold it up and squeeze it. Isometric contraction here. We're going to go into some glute marches. So we're going to lift the right leg up. We're going to drop the hips, put the right leg down, lift the hips up. Left leg, drop, release the leg, squeeze up, right leg, drop, release. And we're going to keep this going until that minute is up. Glute squeeze. Here we go. Let's squeeze one more in there. Up and release it down. Nice job, guys. Pull those knees in. Hug yourself. Rock side to side. All right, we're going to move into some slow leg lowering. First thing we're going to do, we've been working on this for the last week or so. We're going to suck our belly button in. We're going to take a big exhale, forceful exhale out. Feel that core engage. Palms are down by your side. Let's lift up one leg at a time. And from here, we're going to tap one heel down with control. Don't rush this movement, guys. We got a lot of time here to work. Now, if you find that you got soft and you can really no longer feel the engagement, all you can feel is that arching in your lower back, take a pause and start all over again with that breath. All right? Keep working here, nice and slow, tapping your heel. So you can stay here, or you could come into a double heel tap with me. I'm going to go down for 2, and then up for 2. Down for 2, and then up for 2. Nice and slow, so my knees are still bent. I'm still engaged in my core. Remember, if you need to take a break and reset, take a break, reset. Heels down for 2, and up for 2. Try not to get soft at the top. That tends to happen when you come out of that stressful down position. Keep it completely engaged. Down 2, up 2. Singles, down and up. Inhale, exhale. Now, I know I can't see some of you guys, but if you happen to have your feet crossed, make sure you uncross your feet And let's take a little break for our third minute. I want to reset you back up, and we're going to finish out this last minute. Take a big inhale, pull the belly button in. Big forceful exhale. Feel that body engage. Your lower back is driving down. Lift one leg up at a time. Here we go. Heel taps down slow. So if you feel like you've got great control with this movement, this is a great opportunity to add a band for a little bit more resistance. All right, so we're going to keep moving. We're going to place our hands behind our head. As the heel comes down, we're going to cross. Heel down and cross. Heel down and cross. Take your time. It's a controlled movement. Still trying to stay engaged. Heels down and cross. Heels down and cross. And rest, guys. Move into the next exercise. Flip it over. We're coming into a plank. All right, we're going to do them on our forearms and on our knees to start. So, let's create a fist. Our shoulders are over our elbows. And we're going to walk the knees back so that our backs are nice and straight. Our toes are down. We're going to take a big inhale. As we exhale, we're going to squeeze our glutes and lengthen those legs back so you're in a plank on the floor. Now we're going to just release the knees, keep the toes down, take a breath, reset back into the plank. So all you're doing is dropping the knees and extending up. Knees tap, drive back into the heels. So nothing else moves. Your shoulders are over your elbows. You're only moving through those knees. We're on our second minute. As you're lifting the knees up and driving back in the heels, you're doing some body checks. My belly button pulled in tight. Am I squeezing my glutes? Am I engaging my leg muscles? Am I trying to put my heel against the wall? And then let's rest. All right, we're going to add to this a seesaw. All right, so we're already into our second minute. So let's lift back up onto the knees. Toes are tucked. Take a big inhale. Come up onto your toes so you're in a plank position. We're going to shift the toes. We're going to shift onto our toes, allowing our shoulders to go forward, then back, and then we're going to release our knees down. So plank, rock forward, rock back, release your knees down. Plank, rock forward, rock back, release your knees down. We're into our third minute. Remember, if you need to take a break, take a break. Plank, rock forward on your toes, rock back into your heels, release the knees down. Plank, rock, back, and down. We got 30 seconds. And breathe. Squeeze the glutes. Take breaks where you need to take breaks. Remember, this is your workout. Those abs should be fired up right now. Plank, rock, shift back, release. Almost there. Woo! And release it. All right, take a little sip of water. We're going to move to the next round of exercises. Right, we're going into our DNS position. So we're going to take a side plank on our knees. We're starting with our left side. Our left side is going to be our reference side. Okay, from here, we're going to lift our hips up. We're going to lift our knees and our top leg. Right arm is going to reach forward while those hips reach back like you're sitting down. Then you're going to pull in and squeeze. All right, so you can stay in a side plank if you choose to, or you can join in on this. All right, picture yourself in an upright position, sitting down into a chair, sitting into the chair, and then squeezing and standing up. So reach it back, squeeze it up, reach it back, pull and squeeze up. We're going to do 10 more seconds here. Squeeze it up. Reach back. Squeeze it up. And release it. Now from here we're going to go into a side plank. So stack those legs. You can also stagger them. All right, take a big inhale. Exhale, let's lift up into that side plank. You can have your hands on your side or raise it up. Totally up to you. We're already into our second minute of work. Breathe. Remember, rest where you need to rest. This is your workout. Now, if you want to follow along with me, I'm going to do some shoulder rotations, bringing my hand behind my ear. I'm going to tilt that right shoulder down or that elbow down and open up with control. While I'm in this side plank, I'm keeping my belly button nice and tight as I roll down and open up. Do one more and release it. We're switching sides. DNS on the opposite side. Side plank, right shoulder is under or over the right elbow. Lift those hips, lift the knee, lift the leg. Left hand reaches, hip sits back, and then stand up and squeeze. Reach back, stand up and squeeze. Keeping that right hip off the ground as you sit back into the chair and squeeze up. Sit back and squeeze up. We're going to add an extra 30 seconds to this round to finish out those side planks. And squeeze. Let's get one more in there and squeeze. Good. Release it down. Reset if you need to set. Stack those feet for your side plank. Lift those hips up. So we're doing a body check. Belly button's pulled in. Leg muscles are engaged, glutes are engaged, heels are driving into the wall. If you want, stay here, or we're going to do some shoulder rotations and then open nice and slow. Ooh, this side is a little tricky. Open and close it. We got 10 more seconds. 5 more seconds here. Get one more in and release it. Nice job, guys. Little sip of water. Move into the next set of exercises. It's on your back. We're going to move into traveling scissors. So, let's roll it back. We're going to extend one leg at a time up. You can plant your hands to the side or underneath your lower pelvic area. And all we're doing is crisscrossing our legs down and then crisscrossing our legs up. So we're doing scissors down, scissors up. Now if you want to level up, lift the shoulders off the ground. Take your time. All right. Inner thighs, core, and breathe. Glutes working. Don't feel like you need to travel all the way low. Stop when you start to feel too much stress on that lower back. And release it. Bring your feet to the floor, fingertips behind your ears. We're going to do some ab crunches. We're going to exhale as we lift and pause, and then release it back down. Blow it out. Inhale down. Lift up. Try not to pull on your necks. Keep that apple between your chin and your chest. Really think about lifting up through the shoulders. We're on our second minute of work. If you want, keep your feet here or elevate them off the floor. Nice and easy. Let's crunch it up. I'm going to begin to move into some slow bicycles, alternating one leg at a time up as I rotate my shoulder towards the opposite leg. You can do the same thing and tap if you choose to. You can tap your heels down. All right, team, we're in our third minute. We're going to do 10 more seconds here. Then we're going to move into what we call 100s. We may not get to 100, but we're going to finish the time out. Good. Come on down. Take a break if you need to. So we're going to sit up onto our forearms. We're going to extend our legs out one at a time. Then we're going to extend those arms out so we're like in a banana. Then we're pumping it out. Here we go. Jump in when you're ready. 7, 8, 9, 20. It helps to count this way, not holding your breath. 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 1, 2, 3, and release it. Ooh. Little rest here, guys. We're still moving on. Now we have get-ups. All right, that was 3 minutes there. We're moving into some alternating get-ups. So, fold your mat to cushion those knees. Get yourself a little sip of water. And after these get-ups, we're going to move into a finisher. Well, we have one more exercise, and then we move into the finisher. All right, team. So your get-up, you're going to start on your knees with your toes tucked. You want to make sure you're pushing off your toes and not the top of your feet. You're going to step one leg out. Heel is under your knee, and you're going to stand up. And you're going to return to the floor. And you're going to alternate. All right? Up, up, down, down. Now, while you're doing this, go ahead and start if you want. I want you to focus on bracing your core the whole time. So you got your belly button pulled in. All right? Your chest is lifted. And you're going to try not to wobble the body that much. If you need to plant your hand to help you to get up, still focus on keeping yourself nice and braced, okay? You can also use a chair. Just take your time and move slowly. Up, up, alternating. And breathe in. Just make sure you got some cushion underneath those knees. Driving through the heels. And take a little break. All right, we're moving into our second minute. This time we're going to stand up and we're going to try to add a knee drive. All right, if you find yourself off balance, just go back to what we did on the second set. All right, I'm going to start with my left leg. I'm stepping my left leg out. My back right leg, I'm going to drive it up. I'm going to return it down, and I'm going to switch sides. Right leg, left leg drives up and down. Okay, your other option would just go back to what you were doing from the first set and keep working through that strength and stability. All right? Maybe you're just working on trying to do one. If that's the case, continue to try to work on doing that. One at a time, taking longer rest periods. And rest. Finish up your rep. All right, guys. Heart rate should be climbing. All right. Last minute. We're going to try to extend the leg behind us, okay? We typically do this a lot in our foundation class. So right leg, we're going to drive up. We're going to reach back. We're going to drive up, and we're going to take it down, and we're going to switch. All right? Maybe you'll try to just drive your knee up, or you'll just try to get up, okay? Here we go for 30 seconds. Knee drives up. You got that single leg extension. Knee drives and release it down. So ideally, you want to really extend those arms out in front of you. I had to turn to an angle because this board was in my way. And release it down. Take your time. Alternating. Knee drive. Reach. Knee drive, release it down. Let's do one more. And finish it here and stay standing. All right, guys. So we're gonna do a finisher to this workout. Last week, we did 3 minutes of squats. So something a little similar. We're gonna do our basic squats. Right, so feet right outside of our hips. We're gonna do a basic squat. If you wanna add some weight, add a weight. From there, we're gonna move into squat. We'll alternate in lifts for the second minute. From there, we're gonna move into sumo with toe drags. When you drag the toe, it's almost like your heels are meeting together. You're gonna step back out into the sumo, driving your knees out, and switch sides for the last minute. All right, we'll get started at the top of the clock. We got 5 seconds, team. Body weight squats or weighted front squats. Here we go, down and up. So again, remember this is your workout. Take breaks where you need to take breaks. Okay, your form starts falling apart. Take a minute, reset yourself. All right, feet are flat, chest is up. You're driving those knees out. And you're breathing and squeezing and breathing and squeezing. Or maybe you'll decide I'm only gonna do, 10 reps and I'm gonna take a break. All right? You don't have to do a full minute of work. And breathe. Let's go. We're getting ready to move into the squats with the alternating leg raises. All right? Don't have to go deep on that second set of squat. All right, here we go. It's squat and raise. Squat and raise. We're in our second minute. Narrow squat and lift. And breathe. Chest is up. As you lift the leg up, you want to think about lifting up with the heel, leading the move, not the toe. So if you find you're able to kick that leg all the way up to your shoulder, your hip is open. All right, so I want you to close the hip, rotate the toe towards the floor as you lift up through the heels. Come on, almost there. Woo, and breathe. Woo, squeeze. Oh. That's it. We're getting ready to move into those sumos with the leg drag. Here we go. Feet are wide, knees are out, toes are out. Sumo, drag, sumo. Now, if you're on carpet, be gentle with the drag. All right? Just gliding that toe across the floor. Sumo squat and drag. Step it out wide and drag. Drag your toe in so that your heel meets your opposite heel. And breathe. Woo. That's it. Way to work, team. Almost there. Chest is up. And drag it. We got 15 seconds to finish up. This was our last minute. Knee drives out. Knee drives out. Woo. Squeeze those inner thighs, squeeze those glutes, and rest. Woo! That was 3 minutes of work. All right, guys. Take a little sip of water. I'm gonna stretch it out. All right. When you're ready, keep your eyes open. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Deep breath in. And when you exhale out, bend down. Hold on if you need to hold on to something. Reach back and grab that right foot for a nice quad stretch. Keeping those knees close together. Chest is up. If you want to lengthen through that left arm, feel free to lengthen up. Good. Now we're going to pull that knee up to our chest and pull the toe up towards your head. All right. And then we want to cross that leg over the thigh. Remember to hold on if you need to. And sit down. Sit back in that chair. All right, so that left knee is bent from here. If you want to challenge your position, work on a little stability, some thoracic extension, raise those arms up. Good, and stand up. We're going to take the same leg out to the side. Shift your weight over, stretching out that left inner thigh. Good, let's push it back up. We're going to take that same leg back. Push back into the heel. Tuck that glute under so you get a nice little hip flexor stretch. Good, and then we're going to drag up and sit back into the left heel. Push the hips back, left hamstring stretch. Press the toe down, lift the toe up, press the toe down, and then roll up. And then we're going over to the opposite side. So take a deep breath in, keep your eyes open. Exhale out, bend down, reach back, grab that left foot, and stand up. You need to hold on, hold on. Reach that opposite arm up if you like. Good, pull that left knee up. Pull that toe towards your head. Lengthen through that right leg. And then cross it. And sit into the chair. Stay here or work on that thoracic mobility, lengthening up. Good. Step that left leg out to the side. Side lunge. Toes are forward. Right thigh is stretching. Good. Come on up. Take that same left leg back. Push the heel back. Calf stretch. Now tuck the hip under. Hip flexor. Lots of these stretches, guys. You sit down all day, you want to make sure you hit that hip flexor. They shorten while we're seated, so we want to continuously lengthen them throughout the day. Let's sit back into the right heel. Thank you guys so much for joining. We're going to do one more stretch. Feel free to stay or hop off, because I know a lot of us don't like this stretch. But we're going to do our squat stretch. So if you need something underneath your feet, go ahead and grab it now. And that's if you're unable to keep your heels down. So if that's the case, you're going to plant your heels on the mat or on books. From here, we're just going to squat down. All right? Obviously, if you don't need it, don't use it. And we're just going to hang out here for about a minute. All right? So drive the knees out, lengthen up through your spine. It helps to put your hand in a prayer position. Pull the belly button in so those abs are engaged. And if you want to rock to one side, keeping the foot down while you're doing so, go ahead and do that. These seem to have become much easier for me since we've been really hitting them a lot lately. So I'll challenge a move that's not easy for me and perhaps is not easy for you. Let's lift one arm up at a time. All right, and then rotate it. So now we got a squat with a spinal rotation. Hips are locked into place. Good. Come back to the center, and then let's switch sides. Rotate. Keep driving those knees out. Good, and then the last one is both arms are up. Suck the belly in, and I want you to try to stand straight up. That's it. Thanks, team. Shake out those legs. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for hanging out today. Hey, Brian. Hi, SM. Hi, Heather. Hi, Joanne. Hello. All right, guys. Thank you. Take care. Be well. Bye-bye, Bindu.